Pain is an inevitable part of life. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from or how much money you have. Suffering is a shared experience for all humans. Sometimes in our life, we have to fight through adversity. Coping with adversity is something everyone must do at some point. Therefore, it is futile to try to flee, evade, or conceal oneself from discomfort. Setting yourself up with as many resources as possible to help you stay motivated in challenging times is the finest thing you can do to achieve a happy, full, meaningful, and successful life. Your pain tolerance is going to be crucial. Therefore, it's essential to stock up on as many tools as possible for dealing with adversity. Here are 4 strategies for maintaining your drive to realize your ambitions. To stay up to date with my latest videos and tips for success, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Number 1. Stay positive. Pain is an inevitable part of being human, and everyone feels it at some time. Life's tragedies and calamities spare no one. Not even the rich, the renowned, the lucky, or the well-off. Thus, you have no say over the distressing experiences life sends your way. When faced with a terrible event, all you can do is decide how you will mentally react to it. The way your mind deals with adversity is really important. How you choose to process difficulties in life is directly related to your outlook on suffering. In times of hardship, the only thing that separates individuals who give in to feelings of despair from those who are able to persevere is their attitude. A positive mindset is the only thing that differentiates individuals who crumble under pressure from those who pull through to the other side. It is not predetermined that you will give up and give in to the despair that this difficult circumstance has induced. Your responsibility rests solely on your shoulders. Now, everything hinges on a decision. A decision must be made when one is faced with the bleak battle of tragedy, loss, failure, disaster, or negativity. Are you going to let your suffering fuel you to greater levels of development, joy, achievement, and inspiration? Or, you might choose the negative view and let that hurt ruin your life even more. The only way to triumph over adversity is to look up and forward. In order to keep pushing forward when circumstances are tough, you must have an optimistic outlook. Gratitude, positivism, optimism, hope, and a sense of purpose will help you make sense of a difficult circumstance. It's important to appreciate your anguish. It's important to remember that there's a purpose to every event. That's the only way to triumph over it. Number 2. Feed your mind with positive, uplifting, and self-help books. Through reading, I gained all the knowledge and abilities that I now consider indispensable. Following the teachings of the law of attraction, I am now able to effectively communicate with the universe in order to receive my deepest desires. It helped me a lot to read Rhonda Byrne's The Secret. In Russell Simmons's Super Rich, A Guide to Having It All, I discovered a technique for learning to meditate. I finally learned to put off important tasks till later by reading Neil Fiore's The Now Habit. By reading many different self-help books, I was able to learn how to produce helpful articles, blogs, and books. Secrets of Question-Based Selling, by Thomas A. Fries, is a book that helped me overcome a slump at work and eventually be promoted. I owe a great deal of my outstanding abilities and skills to the time I spent reading. Reading about other people's experiences might help you get insight into your own situation. If you're going through a hard patch, remind yourself that no matter how awful things seem, there's always someone who's had it worse and prevailed. By expanding your knowledge via reading, you will see that you are not alone in facing challenges. Everyone has to start somewhere. If you dig deep enough, you'll find that the world of nonfiction, self-help, spirituality, and self-improvement is rife with books that may help you overcome any adversity and emerge stronger than before. The quickest method to mature beyond your years is by self-education. You can use both traditional and cutting-edge methods of issue solving. Self-help books provide the tools necessary to overcome every challenge in life. Number 3. Put yourself in an optimistic environment. Immerse yourself in inspiring music and film. It's hard to keep yourself motivated when all you can see is suffering, agony, tragedy, and difficulty. Being motivated while you're going through a hard patch may seem impossible. It's tough to have a positive outlook when all around you are gloomy and discouraging signs. Thankfully, it's not necessary to succumb to the pressures of your surroundings. Your destiny is in your own hands. When faced with adversity, remember that you have the power to counteract it by focusing on the good things in life. Inspiring stuff, such as music files, can help. Simply go on over to iTunes and grab yourself the most up-to-date dose of motivational tunes. Also, if you need a boost, there are thousands of motivating films available on YouTube. I know it's hard to see it while you're in the eye of the storm, but creativity is all around you. The internet is littered with motivational speeches and articles by people like Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Oprah Winfrey, Prince Aya, and Elliot Hulse. We may find inspiration in the smallest of things. It's there, you just have to do a little digging. Number 4. Meditation. I've lost count of the number of times in the last 3 years when sitting in the quiet of a meditation session has given me the strength of mind to push through intense emotional distress. Most people's mental image of a meditating monk is one of a kind soul seated in the lotus position, cup of tea in hand. The words compassion, peace, and tranquility are frequently used to describe the meditative state. While all of above is certainly true, there is much more to gain from meditation than just serenity. In as little as 10 or 20 minutes, you may eliminate all of the pain you're feeling from any circumstance by simply sitting in silence. Without the burden of negativity, you'll be free to focus on finding effective answers to your difficulties. That's why contemplation is so fantastic. It not only helps you feel better about your traumas, but it also provides you the mental space to think creatively and optimistically, which is essential for recovering from your losses. It frees your mind to consider alternative approaches to dealing with the setback. Don't try to drown your sorrows in alcohol the next time you're going through a rough patch. Please don't light up. And don't stuff your emotions down with food. Meditation is the first step you should take. I assure you that you won't be let down.